Digital devices have completely rewired our brains. The average person now touches their phone 2,600 times per day, which adds up to nearly 3 hours of daily screen time. That's basically a part-time job we've given ourselves just handling our phones.
Those numbers are actually from pre-pandemic studies. The latest research suggests it's even higher now, closer to 4 hours for most people.
You know what's fascinating about those statistics? They don't even capture the quality of that time. Like this morning, I caught myself mindlessly scrolling through Instagram before even getting out of bed.
That's exactly what behavioral scientists are worried about. Studies show that morning phone checking can increase anxiety levels by 23% for the rest of the day.
Here's a thought experiment that really puts our digital dependency in perspective. If you had to delete all your social media apps for a week, completely cold turkey, what would you miss the most?
Well, contrary to what most might expect, I wouldn't miss the entertainment aspects. The real loss would be my professional network and the real-time industry insights I get.
That's such an interesting perspective. You're talking about FOMO for professional development rather than social events. How exactly does that work for you?
So I've carefully curated my feed to follow specific industry experts and academic communities. It's essentially become my personal knowledge network where I can get immediate feedback on complex problems.
You know what's fascinating about that? Research shows that professionals who actively engage in online professional communities are 47% more likely to be early adopters of industry innovations.
That's precisely why I'd feel so disconnected without it. What about you? What would be your biggest digital loss?
For me, it's the ambient awareness of my family's life abroad. My sister lives overseas, and these small digital touchpoints, her Instagram stories, quick messages, shared photos, they're like these tiny windows into their daily world.
That brings up an interesting point about how digital technology has transformed long-distance relationships. Have you noticed any downsides to this constant connection?
Actually, yes. Sometimes I catch myself experiencing what researchers call digital intimacy illusion, feeling like I'm fully involved in their lives just because I see their posts, when in reality, I'm missing the deeper connections that come from direct communication.
That's fascinating. It's like we're trading depth for breadth in our relationships.
Recent studies have shown that while social media increases the frequency of contact with distant family members by 57%, the average length of meaningful conversations has decreased by 31%.
How do you balance staying connected digitally while maintaining authentic relationships?
I've started implementing what psychologists call intentional digital engagement, setting specific times for meaningful online interactions rather than constant passive scrolling. And here's what's interesting. When I do this, I actually feel more connected despite spending less total time online.
That aligns with recent research showing that scheduled digital check-ins lead to higher relationship satisfaction compared to random browsing.
Speaking of intentional use, have you tried any of those digital wellness apps? The ones using behavioral psychology to modify our usage patterns?
I installed one that uses color psychology, gradually shifting to grayscale. But honestly, I found myself still scrolling through gray screens, which really highlights how deeply ingrained these habits are.
That's actually a perfect example of what neuroscientists call behavioral automation. Our brains have created such strong neural pathways around these actions that they persist even when the reward stimulus is reduced.
So, what's the solution? Complete digital detox?
The research actually suggests that moderate, mindful usage is more sustainable than complete abstinence. It's about creating what experts call digital nutrition, being selective about our online consumption rather than trying to eliminate it entirely.
That's a much more realistic approach than the all-or-nothing mentality we often see in digital wellness discussions.
And it's proving more effective too. Studies show that people who practice mindful technology report a 42% increase in perceived productivity and a 38% decrease in anxiety compared to those who attempt complete digital detoxes.
Those are compelling numbers that really challenge the conventional wisdom about screen time.
Looking ahead, I think the key isn't about fighting against our digital reality, but rather developing a healthier relationship with it. The technology isn't going anywhere. We just need to become better at managing our digital lives.
That's a perfect way to wrap up this exploration of our complex relationship with technology.
And perhaps that's the challenge we can all take on, being more intentional about our digital choices and making sure our screen time serves our real-life goals rather than distracting from them.